You don't leave because it's easy. You leave because you have to.
It looks like you're getting ready to leave again. Back to Ireland?
Yeah, I'm no good to anyone here. Not until I figure out what I want from my life.
Well, far be it from me to question a voyage of self-discovery. But your timing's pretty bad.
Look, I wish that I could be here with Elizabeth and the boys. I really do, but I don't want to build up their hopes and then just have everything come crashing down. I mean, it's just cruel.
Yeah. Does Lulu know?
Well, you didn't get her message?
The deliriously happy voicemail about how she and Dante are engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
No, I didn't want to rain on their parade, take away from that whole thing, so I didn't tell her. But look, if she's mad at me after the fact, I can take it. She has every right.
What about Luke?
Oh, what about him?
He's bound to rear his head again at some point. What do you want me to tell him?
I guess you can tell Dad that I love him, and I finally understand. I'm in no position to judge.
And what changed? What happened?
No, I mean, I went to see Elizabeth at Shady Brook, and there was a part of me that knew she was faking the whole breakdown. And turns out I was right. The whole thing was a play to get us back together again. I don't know, Elizabeth justified the whole thing by saying that she was fighting for our family, that if she could only get through to me, we could be happy again.
Yeah, I think you and Elizabeth have two different definitions of that word.
I just can't seem to let go. I mean, every time Elizabeth was ready to move on, I would fight to win her back. And now it's her turn, I guess, to fight for me. And it was like the love that we had is just, I don't know, it's like we're drowning and the only way to survive is if one of us pulls free.
Well, don't drown. Well, you're making the right choice.
Hey, listen, I'm asking you as my brother to look after my boys, okay? Man, you don't have to babysit or anything like that, but just keep an eye on them for me, and if they need me, find a way to let me know.
I will.
And you know what? You might want to be a little bit more careful yourself, because all that time you're spending at Wyndemere, it's a bad idea.
Au contraire, it's actually become quite lucrative for me. See, Alexis hired me as the caretaker.
Again, bad idea. That house has a strange effect on people, man.
Effects aren't always bad, okay? Maybe you gotta be open to possibilities.
It depends on the possibilities. Okay. What is it? What happened? Huh? What happened out there? What?
I promised not to tell anyone.
You kidding me?
No.
You promised? Who did you promise? Dude, I'm going to Ireland in a few hours. Nobody in Dublin or Wicklow or County Cork is going to care what you tell me about Wyndemere.
You don't know that.
No, I do.
Okay, all right, fine. Fine. There's a young woman living there.
What's her name?
I don't know that either. She's skittish, okay? She's a little skittish. She's hiding out from someone or something. You know, maybe she's a runaway.
Okay. Okay, she's a runaway. She's running from what? From who? Because you know Helena's probably around there.
Exactly. That's all the more reason to...
To what? All the more reason to what?
To stick around and try to look out for this girl,
man,
you know?
How many times have we talked about this? You do not want to get tangled up with Helena.
Well, I'm not going to hand someone over to her on a silver platter either.
Okay. You don't know her name. What do you know? What has this young woman told you?
She actually hasn't told me anything. No, I mean, literally, she has not spoken a word to me yet. Even with all of my wily charms and best coaxing, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of halfway convinced that she just can't even speak.
Ethan, do you know what this looks like?
What?
You're being conned.
Oh, come on.
No, seriously, look in the mirror, man.
She's not conning me, okay? What would be the point? Look, we just ran into each other. Okay? I mean, she's like a stray. She's like a lost cat.
Well, cats have claws. She might be looking for something or someone to sink them into.
Okay. Look, I'd like to think that not everything in life has a darker lining.
Since when? All right, so this whole thing you're telling me is about a young woman, and I dare to presume pretty young woman, who's lurking around in a mausoleum.
Hey, it's a house.
It's a mausoleum.
It has a mausoleum, but it's a house. Okay, and some rooms might actually turn out to be quite comfortable.
Well, that house and that family has a very ugly history with the Spencers, so you might want to think twice about putting your faith in anything you discover over there.
It's a little hypocritical coming from you. You put your faith in some stones on the ground in a cemetery in Ireland, and it saved your little boy's life.
Ethan, not everything is a game. Okay? You're in dangerous territory. I take it from someone who nearly found out too late.
I'm sorry it took so long. I had a problem with my check and just... Is Lucky upstairs with the boys?
Well, Cam is putting together a pirate ship he got for an early Christmas present, and Lucky's on his way to the airport.
He didn't want to wait to say goodbye?
For what it's worth, I think he wanted to avoid hurting you.
He wanted to avoid hurting himself.
He told me what happened.
I guess you called it. He just needed to get away from me.
When I said that, I was way out of line.
No, not really. I did fake a breakdown. That kind of makes me the lowest of the low, doesn't it?
Lucky doesn't think so.
Well, it can't just end like this. He can't just walk away. I mean, because that would make him the bad guy. He's got to come back and he's got to tell me that he will always love the girl I used to be, right?
Lucky knows that you were both at fault for what happened.
Yeah, but I was the one willing to lie and cheat to keep our family together.
What if you'd succeeded? What if you'd been able to keep Lucky trapped like Laura did with Luke? I mean, just going through the motions when he couldn't wait to get out.
So what are you saying, that history is doomed to repeat itself? Lucky leaves, I stay. The love gets so painful that it becomes a burden, and eventually I end up losing my mind?
It doesn't have to be that way.
You're right. It doesn't. Do you mind staying with the boys for a little bit?
No, but are you sure about this?
At this point, I'm not really sure about anything.